Oh, hey, my name is Johnny, and usually this would be Johnny Hansen's Lofty Thoughts. But instead, today I thought I would. It's my first day that I'm going to put a video back on YouTube after having one taken down and I got a strike. And I got to tell you, it is wildly disheartening because I didn't say anything that I thought was offensive, or if I did say something that was offensive, I certainly thought I covered all my bases by saying I'm just some dopey guy that talks on this thing and I don't have any accreditation and I'm not a doctor and I don't tell people what to do, and you should always talk to your doctor if you have a medical thing. Now you can probably guess what I talked about, and I'm not going to mention it here because I'm not going to have this video taken down for no reason either. And what do you do if that happens? Impossible to say because there's no real answers anywhere. It initially gave me a little screen that said I could either attend a class about the rules that they have here on this platform, or I could try to fight it because I could object and think it's wrong. So I objected. I thought it was wrong. I knew what I talked about. It wasn't offensive, or if it was, again, no problem. I covered it in saying I'm not a doctor. You should always listen to your doctor and check with the CDC and all that stuff. Apparently that didn't matter. And the interesting thing is, it said we looked over it thoroughly. When I objected, it was like 4 seconds later, it sent me a rejection letter saying, no, we looked it over. You're already screwed. This is a tiny little podcast that has not a ton of viewers subjective to the week. So it was for sure just an algorithm that decided something I said was in their rule base. Some conglomeration of utterances from my throat offended the computer, and I was not to be heard from for a week. And the video would be taken down, and if I did anything else, then I'd be in big trouble. And I have another podcast that I do with a great buddy of mine, a Christian podcast. It's called The Untrained Philosophical Discussionists. And we love that, and we work very hard on it. And we invest a lot of time and resources into it, and I can't even risk that ever getting taken down because it's the both of us, and I wouldn't do that to a good friend. So here I am, just saying that I don't know that I'm going to post any other full-length episodes on here. I'm probably just going to put them over on Rumble now. Hopefully they're a little more realistic with their expectations of somebody speaking and can tell you what the heck you've done wrong if you've done something wrong. And then it always says to dump it into the community. But even though I did that on YouTube, thank you very much, YouTube, I did that. Nobody has any responses to that kind of stuff. There's nothing there. It's a circle jerk. And unless you have a ton of video watches and you've been around for a long time and you have a lot of that kind of capital already built up from a long time podcast with hundreds of thousands of viewers, you ain't talking to nobody at YouTube. There ain't no email you can send to nobody. There ain't no phone you can call and wait on hold for hours on end. There's nothing. It's all brick wall. And that's just crap. We're told that it's supposed to be this open platform. And again, if I wanted to today, I could go on to YouTube and find somebody getting killed in some far off land, in some war that I didn't vote for, that I don't want, that we're not in, but somehow we're in and buying stuff for. And I can just watch those people die. And sure, when they die, it'll go from a living person with a real face to a blurred out picture. But we all know what happened. And that's okay. Who cares, right? Nobody cares. But I made a sound with my throat that has been deemed illegal. So then my stuff gets taken down and I can't upload anything and I can't do nothing. And what meager representation I've put together over the course of almost a year, who cares? Screw him. He said something that somebody decided wasn't okay. And they put it into a computer system, and the computer actually said it's not okay. It's not even a human anymore that listens to it and goes, that was taken out of context. Because it's a 30-minute podcast. It didn't even tell me what I could get rid of, by the way. If there was one line, I'd just get rid of the line. Who gives a crap? But it doesn't do that. It just took a video down and gave me a strike and said, if you do it again, you'll lose your other channels. You'll lose all the channels underneath your email. All the channels, you'll lose everything. And again, we worked too hard on the other podcast, which I think is great, to have that taken down. So here we are. I must capitulate to the system. This was supposed to be the town square where you could just chat with people and give out some ideas. And if they're crappy ideas, people don't listen. That's it. And they vote it down and then nobody will listen. But instead there's some power out there putting their fingers on the scale. That's where we live. That's America today, 2024, about to be 2025. And we've given over our public square to tyrants and dictators who say, It's okay to have murder on your screen, but if you make a sound with your throat that we don't like, you can't be here. I guess we're okay with that. So anyways, what should you do if you get a YouTube strike? Well, you can do whatever you want. I intend to not post on YouTube anymore, unless it's maybe shorts, but it's certainly not going to be full videos. So if you'd like to check out my videos, please visit me on Spotify, where they still put up all my stuff. I've never had a strike or anything there. They just put it up because apparently it's still an open platform there. And then I put it onto Rumble. Rumble lets me put it up too. And I still have stuff on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm sure I'll still put some stuff here that's just shorts so that I know that what I'm doing. But it's just crazy. And we should be more offended by that, but I guess we just don't care. And even when I listen to larger podcasts, there's all this capitulation and you have to self-monitor. And I'm just not for that. I don't think that's great. It's not honoring to the people that were before me and the people that fought for freedom. It's not that. But look who runs Google and YouTube. A bunch of globalist guys anyways. So that's the plan, is to make us all little followers of their big system. And I won't play by their games if that's the case. So I'll just go elsewhere and have fun. And I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this is just going to be this. This is only going out to this platform. But I appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully see you around. Take care. Oh, I just want to pray that you have a deep and fulfilling relationship with Jesus, and that he blesses you all the days of your life. Have a great day.